Hey guys, hope everything's going well. You guys know the drill. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below. Alrighty, today I wanted to continue on talking about Fanatics. They last week had acquired the licensing rights to MLB sports cards, and they reached an agreement with the MLBPA. So Tops, I'll show you an example of a card I showed in a previous video. So Topps, as of right now, is no longer going to be doing business with the MLB starting 2026 unless Fanatics buys up Topps in the coming years. I think that will happen. Probably it'd be smart for Fanatics to scoop up Topps maybe in the next few years, maybe when the market crashes. I think that'd be a smart business move for them. Also, Fanatics has acquired the rights to the NBA sports cards, and they have also acquired, or they have some sort of agreement with, I believe, the NFLPA. You guys could correct me if I'm wrong. So essentially, they are turning into a monopoly. Some people will be, okay, it's the free market, let the free market ride. And if someone wants to buy up a company, I'm like, okay, fine, but I will still scrutinize it if I find issues with it. And the issues that I have with this is that they are getting involved in all the sports cards. Now, if they end up partnering up with Panini or Topps, who have a decent understanding of these markets, of these sports cards, then I'm all for it. Then that's a good idea. But I am still suspicious, though, when big corporations start to take over this new thing, you may see problems arise. And with PSA, I noticed the new ownership, these guys, in my opinion, and other people may agree with me, is that they're grading harder. And because of that, I believe that PSA is not what it used to be. But once again, it doesn't matter what I think, it matters what the whole market thinks. And still, a PSA 10 is still pretty good. And people still covet that. Now, granted, a BGS 10 I feel is more superior than a PSA 10, but there aren't that many BGS 10s to begin with. Now, I wanted to look at one of the important things in one of the articles that I read. So apparently, Topps pays the MLBPA, what is it, 20 mil per year? Whatever the number is. Now, the MLBPA said that they're going to get about $2 billion over the next 25 years, starting in 2026. So if you do the math, what is it? Was it $80 billion a year? I mean, not 80 billion, $80 million a year. And right now is what, $20 million a year. And once again, these are just rough estimates. So the MLBPA is expecting a fourfold increase in revenue per year from this. So does this mean that Fanatics is just going to be profit sharing more? Yeah, potentially. Now, here's the deal. If you're increasing the revenue fourfold to the MLBPA, you got to make that money somewhere. So how is Fanatics going to recoup some of that revenue? I am very curious. Now, the easiest thing to think of is, okay, they're going to do more NFTs. That probably makes more sense. They could do maybe a version of NBA Top Shot to try to generate revenues. So you have potential revenue with the blockchain. Now, how are they going to come up with the rest of the revenue? Does that mean they're not going to sell the cards at Walmart and Target anymore? I'm just really curious. I wanted to hear what you guys have to say about this. I worked in corporate finance, and I've learned if your expenses are going up fourfold, you better be damn sure your revenues are going to come up or are going to go up higher. Right now, the hobby has been fortunate fortunate enough to deal with COVID and stimulus checks. So that has definitely increased the demand in the product of sports cards, and it's also led to higher prices. But everything doesn't go up in a straight line. And I'm sure people will continue to buy sports cards over time, but there's cycles. Regardless, revenue's going up. I mean, expenses are going up fourfold in terms of the licensing deal. Now, where are the expenses going to come? Not expenses. Where's the revenue going to come from? What are they going to do to make money? That's what I'm curious. I know Fanatics really hasn't talked too much about that, but I'm quite interested. Where are they going to get the revenue from? And I understand that Fanatics has a high valuation. I understand they have funding coming in. So paying the MLBPA won't be a problem. It's just, what are they going to do to increase revenue? And they're probably going to deal with coming off this sports card crash, which I've talked about in the next few years. So Fanatics is probably going to be inheriting this in a tougher environment. Right now, these companies are printing cash like none other. But just because they're printing cash like none other right now doesn't mean that's going to happen in 2025, 2026. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys have to say. I'm really curious about your own opinion. There could be some positives here where, hey, new blood's coming in, new type of products coming in. Now, I'm still wondering where on earth or how on earth are they going to increase the revenues? You have to remember, these private equity guys involved in owning these companies, this is not for charity. This is not, hey, for fun. They're here to see top line growth. They're going to look at EBITDA. They're going to look at all of these metrics to make sure they make the most money out there. And some of these finance guys, I used to work in corporate finance for a few years. I used to do a hybrid role of accounting and finance. And these guys are pretty cutthroat. They only care about the bottom line. They're obsessed with it. And maybe it's good that I work in accounting because I don't want to analyze ways to increase revenue, decrease cost all the time. I just want to do accounting. Hey, I'll get paid less, but it's less of a headache. Anyways, guys, let me know what you have to say about that. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below, guys. Thanks, bye.